Hey, morning sippers. So it's been a minute. But we're gonna get into this because I need it to be 15 minutes or less so I can put it a lot of places. I got my coffee. Okay, go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell for all your coffee and glam needs. Shop www.theglamcafe.com. We're gonna get into this. One more. Okay. So the first thing I'm noticing about these cards that I pulled out is 333. Okay. So some of you guys may be seeing 333 a lot, or some sequence of that, like that. Personally, I've been seeing, I see 222 a lot, and I see 888 a lot. I always love it when I see 888 a lot. But if you were wondering, if you've been seeing that 333 and you've been wondering what that means, go look that up, because it does have a meaning. You're not just seeing those number sequences like that. Numbers communicate, okay? So I feel like you're releasing something. You're releasing some kind of burden. So I feel like you've come to some kind of decision that you're going to release something, or that there's something that you should be releasing, okay? Something that is a burden. Okay. Too many. Okay, and it looks like it's a relationship. 10 of Cups in reverse. It looks like it's a relationship or a marriage. Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. Definitely a family situation, may have children involved. So I'm going to try to do something a little different than, you know, just a card reading. And I'm going to try to relate this more to life, personal experience. The experiences that I have had, because I've had a lot of them. I often used to wonder why certain things would happen to me at such a young age, because I've had a lot of things, like people are always like, you're so tired all the time, or you don't like to do anything, you don't like to go anywhere. And I so want to tell them, when you've been experiencing life since you've been 12 or 13 years old, you're tired. Like, you're tired. I am really blessed to be here with all my faculties, all my senses. Nothing's wrong with me. You know, I live a good life. My son is, you know, abundant and prosperous and successful. And, you know, I basically live a good life. And I'm very blessed for that, being where I came from. And no, I didn't come from like a hood or, you know, the projects or anything like that. But I had a very hard life. I learned a lot of painful life lessons early that has shaped my personality now. So, you know, hanging out and running around in the street, all that's not exciting to me. I've been doing that since I've been 13, literally. I'm more concerned with, and I feel like you guys are concerned with this Door to Spirit card here. I'm more concerned with my inner self, working on being the best expression of myself, the best and highest version of myself. So mundane things, meaningless things, that stuff doesn't matter to me. It just doesn't matter to me. And I'm not knocking anybody who is in that space, because we all come to this. Sorry, y'all, I'm drinking coffee. We all come to this point or this level at different times. Okay. So the first card is Door to Spirit. Let's see what that means. This, so spiritual, I just said that. I hadn't even opened the book. But you can look at this and see that this talks about a spiritual awakening. And it doesn't have to be, you know, spiritual in this way. You know, if it could be spiritual, and a spiritual awakening in whatever religion you practice, you know. But just, I feel like it's about waking up and knowing that there's something bigger or something more than what's going on in your everyday life. That's what I consider a spiritual awakening. Okay, so this door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of earthly world, leading you to la 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 la. I hate when they do this. I hate when they write crap like that, because, and excuse me, but you know, it's just so woo woo. Like, why can't you just make it layman's terms? This to me means that some of you guys are waking up and trying to figure out where is your place. Okay, especially if you're seeing number sequences. Those numbers, like, have you ever just thought to yourself, you know what, I've been seeing 444 a whole lot. You say it to yourself, that it keeps flashing before you like that because it's trying to get your attention. It's trying to make you say to yourself, why do I keep seeing this number? Because then that will prompt you to go look it up. You don't see number sequences for no reasons. Numbers communicate. Okay. Blossoming abundance here. Okay, I feel like you're coming into something. Page of Pentacles here. Page of Pentacles is about new beginnings. Okay, new beginnings or new opportunities in terms of money. Okay, so with this pentacle here, so you could be starting a new job. You could be taking on a new position. You could be starting school, because the Page of Pentacles is the student of the deck of the pages. That's the student. So you could be taking some kind of class that's going to get you some more money. You could be starting a new project or a new business. Okay, but you're starting something here that's going to bring you more money. This card says blossoming abundance. Okay, so just layman's terms, we're not going to read about the earthly realm and the blah blah blah. That just means you're coming into some more money somewhere. Okay, let me just go look at it just for giggles. But I hate when they write like that. Like, I ought to make me one of these, the book and everything, because mine gonna be totally different. Okay, so increasing wealth and value. Okay, let's see. Upright, this card signals a new increase in wealth, possibly in a dramatic and unexpected way. So you could win some kind of lottery, you know. Hopefully nobody dies and you get money like that, but it's saying that when this card shows up, that you're going to get money in a dramatic and unexpected way. And then you have the garden, and I have no idea what this means. The garden and the gate. But if I just look at this, to me, it doesn't signal anything bad. Okay, so it doesn't signal. I don't get, and that's the one thing about cards. You can look at them and tell if it's going to be a good card or a bad card, or if it has a bad or a good meaning. So let's see. Abundance, prosperity, staying safe. Okay, so it goes right along with the blossoming abundance and what I was saying about this Page of Pentacles. You're coming into some money somewhere. You're coming into some money. Okay, this card upright bodes well for the financial scene. In fact, there may be a lot of money or other personal pleasures coming your way at this time. But be aware, the choice to stay in the seeming security of this lovely garden may actually be motivated by fear of the unknown, which a lot of us deal with. Okay, I'm just the kind of person that I don't fear much. And I will say that the older that you get, the less fear you have. To me, the biggest thing people fear is what other people are going to say. I've always been the kind of person, I don't give a fuck what people say, because, and excuse my language if that offends you, but I curse. So I don't care what people say, because at the end of the day, I have to come deal with me. I'm the only one that has to deal with me, you know. And what I mean by that is, I'm the only person, when I come here at night and sit down with myself, I'm the only person that has to deal with self, okay? So if I'm not doing something out of fear of what somebody else is gonna say, that person is gonna go home and deal with whatever they deal with. They're gonna go home and deal with their families or whatever, okay? They're not with me. So I have to look out for me. You have to look out for you. Most people are so concerned about how people are going to think about them, how people are going to feel about them, how people are going to judge them. And I'm just the kind of person, I don't care. I'm going to do what I'm going to do. And because at the end of the day, I have to make me happy. Okay. And most people are not happy. So we have 2 tens here. 10 of Cups in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. I would say that there's an ending coming. So for these new beginnings to start, something has to end. Okay. So you may be leaving an old job for a new one. Okay. Leaving an old business for a new one. Leaving an old relationship for a new one. But this is about closing doors and the importance of knowing when to close doors. Because at the end of the day, the door is going to close. It's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune card, right? So the Wheel of Fortune card, you know, that wheel is turning, and you can either fall in line with the changes or not, but the changes are going to happen. So you could try to resist them, but they're going to happen anyway. Same thing here. I just feel like something that was a burden to you, something that was a burden to you, you're ending it or releasing it. This could be a job. I'm feeling like it may be a relationship though, with this 10 of Cups in reverse. But you know, it could be you cutting out certain family members that don't serve you, that don't serve your higher good. It could be about a change in friends, okay? Because one thing about spiritual awakenings, and like I said, that could be in the spiritual way, you know, if you read cards and, you know, you follow, you know, an ATR, or if you're into Buddha, or if you're whatever you're into, okay? Even if you're a Christian. When you dive deep into those things, the people who you were around before that, you tend to not, when it's all said and done, those aren't the people that you're going to end up with, because they're not on the same path that you are. So the things that they're doing, the things that they're saying, the places that they're going, it doesn't line up with what you have going on. And it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with them. It just doesn't fit into your life anymore. Okay. And so you have to move on. I just feel like, you know, you're not going to stay with these same people for the rest of your life. Maybe a couple of them out of the bunch, but not everybody. That's just not how it works. That's not how it works. Because I really feel like this life is about figuring out self. Okay. It's about figuring out self. Even if you're in a partnership or a marriage, at the end of the day, you're going to die separate. You see what I mean? You still gonna, like when my grandmother used to say, you was born by yourself and you're going to die by yourself. That's a real statement. That's a real statement. That's why I don't understand how people get into relationships and make the whole relationship about the other person. You need to be trying to figure out self, and they need to be doing the same thing. And then it is, can we meet in the middle? Because at the end of the day, like I said, you're the only person who's going to have to deal with you. Okay. But yeah, so that's the morning sip for today. I think I'm going to try this way, not necessarily make it a card reading, but just whatever I see here, pulling from life experience, because like I said, I do have a lot of it. And I'll speak to you soon. Bye.